Welcome to Crack-A-Pack. My name's Andrew. Today we're cracking open Streets of New Capenna. Let's get cracking. Our first card today is Attended Socialite, followed by Fake Your Own Death, Disdainful Stroke, Rafine's Guidance, Sticky Fingers, Civic Gardener, Skybridge Towers and Showcase Art, Body Dropper, Broker's Initiate, Cabaret Courtyard, Graveyard Shift, Glittering Stockpile, Vampire Scrivener, Titan of Industry, Our Land is a Full Art Forest, and we got an Arena promo card. So again, we have a forest, full art land. Then we have Titan of Industry, which is a 7/7 with Reach and Trample for 4 and 3 green. And when Titan of Industry enters the battlefield, choose 2 of the following. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Target player gains 5 life. Create a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token, or put a shield counter on creature you control. This is a big body for a big price, but it also does a lot for you. Definitely something that you would want to either cheat out or ramp into quickly, which in green is not going to be a problem to ramp up into. And with the number of hideaway cards in this set, you could easily cheat it out that way. There's a plethora of other ways to cheat this out. But, I mean, it has Reach and Trample, so you're negating the flyer advantage, and it's not going to be chump blocked. Then you're also getting either artifact or enchantment destruction, life gain, a 4/4 token, or a shield counter. And you're getting 2 of those. So, I mean, you're getting a lot of upside, whether you're cheating this out, ramping into it, or you honestly drew out to having 7 mana readily available to then just drop this naturally, which is very well possible. But definitely going to feel an impact when this hits the battlefield, and if it hits against you, it's something that you need to address quickly. Next, you have the Vampire Scrivener, which is for 4 and a black. You get a 2/2 flyer that whenever you gain life during your turn, put a 1/1 counter on Vampire Scrivener, and whenever you lose life during your turn, put a 1/1 counter on Vampire Scrivener. So this is going to be, it's expensive initially, but it can very quickly turn into a very big, beefy flyer that your opponent is going to be scared of if they don't deal with it quickly. With the number of life leeching effects and the number of ways that you can lose life intentionally for further upsides, this is going to quickly ramp up. Start a 2/2 flyer, but if left for even just a turn, you could wind up with a 5/5 flyer, a 7/7 flyer, even more, depending on just the board state. And at that point, if your opponent hasn't dealt with it, they are going to be very scared. If they don't have something with reach, or if they don't have their own flyer to block it, this is just going to be going over your opponent and hitting them directly for large chunks every turn. Next, we have Glittering Stockpile, which for 2 and a red gets you an artifact treasure. You can tap it to add a red and put a stash counter on Glittering Stockpile, so it's an alternative mana source. But then also you can tap it and sacrifice it to add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of stash counters on Glittering Stockpile. So this is a very interesting mana rock, basically, because in addition to just giving you another source of red mana, it can give you a source of any one color mana for a one-time use, but it's for however many stash counters you manage to get on it before you do this. So you could have, get 2 blue out of it, or you could get like 7 blue out of it, or green, or white, or black, or even still get red. And that's going to be great. This is a different way from what I'm used to seeing, to not necessarily ramp, but to just have a quick burn, basically, of just a lot, or something big, expensive, or lots of little things all at once. I definitely like it. I can definitely see it being used a lot. So and it will definitely be used by me in something very soon. If you're using Glittering Stockpile, I'd love to know what you're using it in. If you're using it for something other than just getting as many stash counters on it as possible and then casting something big or a lot of small things, I'd love to know what you're using it for. Are you just using it as a mana rock, getting, being able to put out a land and then also putting out this to have another red source out? Or are you doing something else? I'd love to know what you're using Glittering Stockpile for. Next we have Graveyard Shift. Then Cabaret Courtyard. Broker's Initiate. Body Dropper. Skybridge Towers in Showcase Art. Civic Gardener. Sticky Fingers. Rafine's Guidance. Disdainful Stroke. Fake Your Own Death. And Attended Socialite. And that's all for today. Thank you for cracking along with me. Be sure to check back tomorrow as we crack open another pack.